Good morning, everyone. My name is Graham Anderson. I'm one of the trainers here with the county, and I'm here to get you moving in your seat. Little pre-work warm-up. So we're going to start out by moving our chest and our back, working on our posture. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm sitting in my chair. I'm going to roll my shoulders forward, feel a good stretch in my lower back, and then I'm going to push my chest out, squeezing my shoulder blades together. You can see how my shoulder blades are squeezing together as much as possible. We're going to go back and forth about 3 to 4 times as you feel comfortable. I'm going to hold each one for about a 2 count in my head. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. I'm not trying to overstretch. I'm just trying to get my spine to move. If you notice how my spine is kind of rounded, I have really bad posture right now. So all the muscle structure surrounding my spine, I am trying to open up as much as possible. I'm actually going through like think Iron Man, where the suit gets on and goes. That's what I'm thinking about in my head. So I'm thinking about every vertebrae in my back opening up, and then I'm squeezing every muscle I can think about surrounding my spine, back and forth. Again, about 3 to 4 times. Once you get that done, we're going to go into opening up the chest and the shoulders. So I'm just going to sit right here. I'm going to reach across my body, feeling my shoulder, my rear delt open up, feeling my shoulder blade open up, and then I'm going to swing my arm back, opening up my chest. Notice the angle. I'm not going straight back here. I'm not going straight over my head. I'm thinking about the striation lines of my pec, right from my sternum, right up through my shoulder, opening, again, about a 2 count. And I'm not just trying to go through this. I really want to feel a good stretch. So if you need longer than a 2 count, take your time. Enjoy the process. About 3 to 4 on each side. Once I get that accomplished, I'm going to do the other arm. Do the other arm. Who knows? It's early. It's before work. Mouth isn't working very well. Just do what my body's doing. Opening that pec. Again, angle important. If I look back and my arm is straight out, I'm not getting there. I feel it a little more in my shoulder. If I want to feel my chest, I have to find that about 45 to 35 degree angle. Reach. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I'm deliberate with my motions. I'm not just trying to get through it. Now that we've got some spine open, we've got some shoulder girdle open, we got our chest open, we're going to start to work on our neck. Our neck is really tight. So what we're going to do is utilize our chair. I'm going to push my body up and pull my arms down at the same time. Trying to think about this trap relaxing. So if you need to stand up, do whatever you have to do to get leverage on that trap. So I'm holding onto the seat and I'm pulling up, and I can feel my neck opening up. I feel my trapezius, my trap relax. 1, 2. 1, 2. Better angle here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Notice how my body's kind of relaxing. It's going back to its natural state each time. So I can really feel how if I have bad posture, if I normally just sit like this, but if I sit up straight and I pull, I feel so much better. I feel so much longer. I feel so much leaner. I feel my core engaged. And that's kind of what we're looking for from this pre-work warm-up. So from that, we're going to start to move the hips. We're going to start to get up. So I'm utilizing my shoulders back, this idea of this good posture, and I'm going to stand and sit. From another angle, my shoulders are back, my chest is up, everything that we just learned about. Stand and sit. Stand and sit. If you feel yourself starting to roll forward, try to stop that. How do we stop that if we don't have control? We utilize our desk if we have to. We utilize our chair and we push up. We are working on that posture. We're working for the movement coming from the hips, not the knees. I don't even feel my knees engaged. All I can feel is my hip girdle standing up and down. We're gonna get gross movement out of the hips. We're gonna do about 10 of these. I have no clue what number I'm on. So if you're counting at home or at work, which is where you would actually watch this video, we're doing 10. I don't know if you saw my shoulders drop forward there. I lost concentration. So again, even I don't do it as well every time. But it's just an idea to start to think about how you should stand, okay? The other thing is, if you feel your knees, if you can see my knees, if you feel your knees rolling in like that, let's try to stop that. Try to keep your knee in alignment with your ankles and your hips. This is gonna help take stress off of your knees, okay? And make it not a knee-dominated motion, but a hip-dominated motion. Now that I've got 10 of these, now that my hips are moving, I've got that gross movement, I've got good posture, we're now gonna work on opening our hips up. So I'm gonna stand up straight. If I need to hold on to my desk, I can. If I need to hold on to a wall, I can. And I'm going to move my hips straight to the side. Notice my shoulders are not moving, my core is tight, my back is flat, and I'm concentrating on only the abductor, the outer part of my hip, moving. And we're gonna do about 10 of these. If you feel yourself doing this, you're not really doing much. I don't really know what you're doing, actually. You're moving the whole body and just trying to survive, and that's not the point of this. The point is to get ourselves better, feel better. Once I've got 10 on one leg, I'm gonna let you guess what we're doing next. Fantastic. Doing the other leg. Shoulders back, chest up. Again, I like to call it setting the mechanism. If there's a movie, for Love of the Game, I think 1999, Kevin Costner, setting the mechanism. And he would do it before he would throw a pitch. And it was something that always stuck with me. As you can see, it's now 23 years later, and it's still something I say, setting the mechanism. Good, so once we got 10 on each leg, we're then gonna think about our hip flexors. So the way we get our hip flexors, shoulders back, chest up, good posture. I point my toe down so my heel is not on the ground. I know you can't see my toe right now, but think like I'm like a ballerina, like I've plantar flexed my toe. I push my toe down, my heel is off, and notice when I pull up, my foot does not come backwards. My knee comes up. I'm concentrating on all the movement coming from my hip. Okay, 10 of those. If you feel yourself doing this, you're compensating. Don't compensate. Let's get better. Knee up, knee down, knee up, knee down. Then we're gonna do 10 on the other way. Again, shoulders back, set the mechanism. If you've never seen that movie, or if that's not resonating with you, if you've ever watched Ron Popeil on late night TV with his rotisserie chicken, you set it and forget it. I like Ron Popeil also. I also like food. We're learning a lot about each other. I know it's just a one-way relationship right now, but I feel like you're getting to know me, and that's important because I'm awesome. Good, knee up and down. So now we've got our hip flexors. Now we've gone through the body, just like we're setting our armor, just like Iron Man. From that, we're gonna think about our adductor, our groin area. You need to pivot on the heel. Notice my hips. I pivot on the heel. I drive my knee is straight out to the side, and I'm squeezing my knee in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze. You're gonna be singing that all day. It's a great song. And plus you'll think about me, and I'm awesome. Shoulders back, chest up. Hope you have as much fun with this as I am. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Two more. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. Pivot on the heel, drive the knee, squeeze the groin in. If you need to take a break right now, please do. Grab some coffee. And now, let's get our entire body moving. We're gonna utilize our desk now. Once we have our desk, we are gonna come up onto the ball of our foot. This will be our last thing before we go to work. Ball of the foot, I'm going to push forward and snap back. So when I'm here, my chest is back. Notice how my chest is back. I'm pushing my hips forward. I'm in perfect squat position, pushing my hips back. It's called a hinge from the hips and it's working also getting synovial fluid into my knee and my ankle. So I'm right here, I push forward, notice how my chest goes back, push it back. I'm leaning forward right now. My hinge, again, from my hips, this is my positioning. So I'm here, forward and back, forward and back. I don't know if you can hear my knees cracking and popping. You just go as deep as you feel comfortable. So if you feel comfortable just doing this right now, that's fine. But notice how it's hinge at the hip, coming up. Hinge at the hip, coming up. Hinge at the hip, coming up, okay? Now, drink some more coffee, have a seat at your desk, and go have a great day with the Academy. Talk to you soon. Bye.